want to bring in Dr. Sapley here. Dr. Sapley, you've been helping set up COVID and test facilities all across Maharashtra, the worst hit state in the country. Would you say that the COVID-19 pandemic is the toughest challenge that the Indian medical fraternity has faced ever?
Yes, I would have to say that not just the Indian medical fraternity, but for all over the people all over the world, this is the biggest crisis because we are comparing it to something that happened in 1918, so over a century ago. And if you know that the act that's been invoked has been the Plague Act of 1897. So I would say it is the biggest crisis and we're facing it well. But also remember, from 1918, we've had ventilators. We did not have any antibiotics in 1918. We have all that ammunition, and yet it's a battle. It's a very tough battle. It's a war. And a lot of people have likened it to World War III, where there are no Axis and allies, but we are all united against a common enemy. So this is really World War III, and it's the biggest thing in any doctor's memory.
You've been, of course, setting up, as I mentioned, a lot of these facilities, Doctor, all across Maharashtra. Can you give us a sense of how doctors who are at the front line are coping? Because there are enormous challenges, including the challenge of contracting the infection themselves. Despite several care that hospitals and doctors are taking, several of them are testing positive. Can you share your experience with us? How hard has this been?
Yeah, in India, particularly the doctors, the resistance from the community, doctors not being able to go into their houses or the housing societies where people still have this trepidation about contracting it. Although we are telling that the way to get corona is not if somebody is living in the house next door to you and not really mixing and maintaining social distances. It's not going to happen. But that is one resistance that we are getting from the general populace. Second is a fear that the doctors themselves carry, that maybe I may be an asymptomatic carrier, but what about my children? What about my elderly parents or in-laws? So that is a fear that they work with. Also with the battle, and corona is a disease that if it was something like tuberculosis, it has been studied for over 3 millennia. So we know everything about it, although we're still learning. But COVID is something that everybody says, oh, this were the symptoms. And then you get an article which says, no, even Kawasaki's can be a presentation of. So every time you see a patient who may not be a COVID patient, and then you later on learn, oh, this is also one of the presentations of corona, and I need to look out for this in the next patient. Or also diagnostic dilemmas like a weaker immune system, patients are obviously going to suffer more. But then also there is literature coming out which says that people with robust immune systems sometimes mount a stronger attack, which ends up, the battle between two strong adversaries, and the battleground gets devastated. And here the battleground is the body of the patient. So everybody is learning about corona, and that's the reason we are all documenting everything that we do, so that the ones coming after us learn about it. Like we've learned from China, we learned from Italy, and we want to document everything that happens here and there.
You mentioned some of the problems that doctors and their families personally are facing, and doctors, medics, nurses, etc. Some of them have actually faced physical attacks as well. Where is the doctor community getting their courage from, Dr. Sapley, in this very, very challenging moment?
I think it's all with donning the uniform or getting into that role. Once you get into that role, we just forget everything about it. I have noticed it about a lot of people that they would, you'd call them lackadaisical, lazy, uncaring. But once they enter the ward, somehow it happens. I've had nurses, I've had doctors who've told me that we have these issues at home. Please make arrangements for us to stay in campus and we'll continue working. We just want to know that our family is shielded and we'll work. So I think every one of us finds the courage. And I will not say that about just doctors, nurses, whether it's policemen, whether it's other service providers. I think everybody does their jobs, and a few rotten eggs do not, one should not define the community by them. I think doctors and all healthcare providers, I will not just say doctors, nurses, and other, even the ones who are cleaning the wards, they're also getting some kind of exposure, the ones who are wiping the surfaces.
Absolutely.
So everybody, I think, gets into that role. Once you don that outfit and once you go in there, that fear is there, but nobody is shirking from their duties.